the Mukkpet Suburban. Hello everyone, welcome to Brian Unboxed. In this video, we're going to look at the Mukkpet Suburban electric bike. Here's a look at how the bike comes in when it's delivered. It was packaged well with all the foam and plastic protecting it. It requires assembly, and I have linked a company video in the description box for reference. With the bike, you get the charger, pedals, tools, and user guide. And just to highlight the assembly, basically you have to install the handlebars, install the front wheel, the fenders, and front light. Install the pedals, the seat, the rear rack, adjust the display angle if necessary, and adjust the brakes if needed. Going over some of the specs, this has an aluminum alloy frame, 500 watt rear hub motor with 60 Newton meters of torque, 48 volt 13 amp hour lithium ion battery which is removable. It takes 4 to 6 hours to fully charge, 4.3 LCD display, 5 pedal assist levels, twist throttle, 40 plus mile range, and top speed of 23 miles per hour. Shimano 7-speed shifter, front and rear lights, fat tires. Bike weighs in at 62 pounds, and the recommended height for riders is between 5'6" to 6'4". And here's a look at the dimensions. A brief walkthrough around the bike, you'll see that the front has a front light, front fender, 26 by 4 inch fat tires, mechanical disc brakes, and front suspension. Towards the middle and the back, you have the battery keyhole, battery on and off switch, the battery, kickstand, rear fender, rear rack, rear light, and mechanical disc brakes. On the other side, you can see the 500 watt brushless rear motor, Shimano 7-speed cassette, rear derailleur, and you also have the charging port for the battery. The handlebar area, you have the brake levers, control, LCD display, gear shifter, and the twist throttle. To power up the bike, make sure you flip the switch to the on position on the top of the battery. Then hold down the M button to power up the display. You can see it's large and bright. Pressing the up button will increase the pedal assist levels, and pressing the down button will decrease it. Pressing the M button again will cycle through the odometer, trip, and time. And then holding the up button will turn on the front and rear lights. And the rear lights will flash when the brakes are applied. And finally, this has a walk assist feature. Hold down the down button for a few seconds until you see the walk icon appear on the LCD display. This also has an optional rear basket that you can purchase separately. I don't have it installed right now as I have no need for it at the moment. Now I'll show some footage of the bike in use. I'll test it out on rough terrain, show the different pedal assist levels, throttle, test the brakes, see how it does uphill, downhill, and then give my thoughts. Alright, now I'm going to do the rough terrain test. This trail is pretty bumpy and there's a little bit of snow on the trail, so let's see how it does. This does have front suspension forks. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's getting through the snow pretty good here. I'm just going a little bit slow. But it's doing pretty well. Now I'm going to do the pedal assist test. This has 5 levels. I'm going to start off with pedal assist 1 and take it all the way to pedal assist 5 and see how fast it goes. Okay, here we go. Pedal assist 1. Okay, about 9 miles an hour on pedal assist 1. Pedal assist 2. 12 miles an hour. Going to 3. About 14.5 miles an hour. Number 4. At 17. And number 5. So at 21, 22. So about 22 miles per hour on pedal assist 5. Okay, now we're gonna do the throttle test. As you saw, we did about 22, 23 miles per hour on the pedal assist modes. So let's just use this throttle and see how fast we go. All right, 17 miles per hour, 20. Yeah, 21.5 right now. So holding about 21 miles per hour. Now I'll test out the brakes. I'll take it to max speed, and once I come into view, I'll hit the brakes and you can use the parking lines as reference. All right, now I'm gonna do the uphill test. I'm gonna take it up this road. It has a nice steady incline. We'll just use the throttle only and let's see if it could maintain the speed. All right, here we go. All right, it has a nice gradual acceleration. We're at about 22 miles per hour right now. The motor is a little bit noisy once it starts, but then it levels off and it's not that bad. Feels solid. I don't hear any rattles. The handlebar is nice and firm. So 19 miles per hour. We're holding 19 miles per hour. Let's see how it does in this turn. All right. Okay, so in the uphill test, it held pretty well, 19 to 20 miles per hour. Let's see how it does downhill. I'm gonna probably have to slow it down as we approach that turn. So here we go. So up to 20 miles per hour, just like that. Okay, slowing it down here this turn. Still a little bit of ice and snow on the road. All right, 21 miles per hour and holding steady here. About 23 now. Here are my thoughts on the bike. Assembly is straightforward, and the user manual along with the video from the company's site does a good job on walking you through the process. One thing to be careful is with the bolts for the handlebars and the stem. They are poor quality in my opinion and can easily strip, so take extra care when tightening. The build and quality of the bike is solid. It has a sturdy feel all around and looks beefy. It came with no scratches or imperfections, and the packaging was good. The paint has a matte finish to it. The cable management is adequate and pretty organized throughout the frame. I do like that it has fenders, front light, and rear light. The ride was comfortable along with the seat. There were no rattles or noises, and the steering felt stable. It did well on rough surfaces, and the fat tires and suspensions help in absorbing a lot of the bumps. The 500-watt motor performed well, especially for the size of the bike. It was able to handle the inclines and hold decent speed, although I did find it to be just a little loud in the initial acceleration. The pedal assist is responsive, and through my testing I got up to 22.5 miles per hour on level 5. With the throttle only, I was able to achieve 21.5 miles per hour. It also has an estimated range of 40 plus miles, and again that will depend on the pedal assist level, throttle usage, your weight, and the environment that you're in. The brakes were okay. I expected just a little bit more grab on them, and I would have liked to seen hydraulic brakes. The LCD display is large and bright, easy to read and very intuitive. Overall, I feel this is a good entry-level fat tire bike, especially for the price point, just under $1,000. Decent power along with able to handle various terrain. So that is my review of the Mukkpet Suburban electric bike. If you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button as well. Until next time, this is Brian Unboxed. Take care, everyone.